Have you ever dealt with your cord fraying and then the wiring being exposed? And the wiring being exposed. And then, okay, sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, sorry. Have you ever been through the problem where your cord begins to fray and the wiring becomes exposed? Then your cord stops working overall and you need to purchase an entirely new one. Well, from my own experience, I know that my mother gets frustrated whenever she has to spend $15 on a brand new cord for my siblings and I. Maybe you can relate if you have children, or if you've been through the situation yourself and you have to spend money to replace a cord that had already begun to fray. Well, our team, ProCords, have come up with an alternate solution or an easy fix to this frustrating problem, a heat shrink cable protector. Hello, I'm Valeria.
Hi, I'm Katie.
Hi, I'm Nish.
Here's a quick demo of how our product works. You would just grab the heat shrink cable protector and you would slide your cord through the protector. And then you would use like a heat source or a lighter and then hover it underneath the protector and watch as it shrinks down to size.
It's the first live demo I've seen with fire. So excellent job. And no one's got hurt yet.
Yeah.
No beeping, no nothing, no problem.
There you go. So it shrunk down to the corners.
So as Katie hands out the prototypes, I'll give you a quick overview of what our prototype is. Our prototype is a 3-to-1 heat shrink ratio tube. The tube has adhesive glue on the inside and it contains dual walling. So it makes sure that your cord is secure and in place. You guys can get a feel for the flexibility and durability of our product as you please.
As a team, we have interviewed about 25 people so far, most of which were teenagers and young adults. From these interviews, we gathered that teenagers are less likely to be cautious of their cords and tend to buy new cords every couple of months, or more exactly, 4 months. However, due to this, a bunch of them had this frustrating feeling of having to spend $15 or more on every couple of months on just a new cord. As a result, we decided that our ideal target market would be teenagers and adults because of this problem and because of their pattern of having to buy new cords very often.
So the problem we are trying to solve is the fraying of cords. Our goal for our solution is for it to be the first thing someone thinks of when they come across this problem. It is much more affordable than buying an entirely new cord, and it also salvages the last moments of your charger's life by providing an extra layer of protection. It can both prevent your cord from fraying in the future, and if your cord had already begun to fray, it can protect it. We bought our product in a quantity of 200 for $9.99, which each tube comes out to be 20 cents. So we plan to sell our product 3 for $6 to teenagers in our high school so that we can get updated and live feedback from them to better our product.
So how our product sets us apart is that we want to take the plain old boring colors and we want to actually have cool fun designs that our customers can enjoy. And we plan to do this through digital designing and layering. Also, we're going to market our product through social media platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So our total addressable market is 28 billion. Our serviceable addressable market is 764 billion. And our serviceable obtainable market is 5,000.
Lastly, we are asking for $100 and we plan to spend it on the future development of our customization and to follow the raw materials for our products such as the pilot one. In addition, we also like to use it for advertising our products and for further development on our website. We also like to use part of the funding to buy the packaging items such as stickers, like business cards, or more bags. And then we also like to reimburse some of the products that we have bought, which are clear bags for the packaging, and for the product materials such as the paraffin and the glue adhesive inside of the product. Overall, we believe we'll make better improvements in the future with this fund. And this is our website, it's ProCord.com, and this is how it is currently designed, but in the future, we hope to develop it more better. And this is our team. It consists of 3 members, me, Katie, and Valera. And our main goal is for our product to make a difference in the market, technology market. And these are our mentors, Becca and Tyler from the Wisconsin Lighting Lab, and they have helped us towards customizing to make our product more customizable and to make our product better. And thank you for your time. We are ProCords, and we'll be answering any questions you have right now.
Lots of questions. Very interesting. When we ask a question, if you could speak up, it would be really helpful. You have a really soft voice. It was hard to hear some of the details. Okay, it's not clear to me, is this just, simple question. Is this something that the plastic tube, is it something that exists already and you are repurposing it? Or are you purchasing a raw material and making edits to it and then it's becoming your ProCord?
Yeah, we want to purchase the raw material and make edits so we can make it better and customizable.
But for now, we have been purchasing it, like it already exists, but we plan to like further it by customizing and like having people put their own pictures or like words on it.
But like, is that, one of the big things that it seemed to me is like there's this glue adhesive inside and then it reacts, and that all is just standard in this tube you're purchasing. Okay, and so the customization is really about maybe its marketability, because you might make it, you could NFL brand them, or you could do whatever, you could do something creative with them. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll let someone else ask questions. I still have more.
Does this fix a cord that's already frayed, or is it just a product that will stop a cord from fraying?
It does both. It stops the cord from fraying and it can increase the durability. And if it's already frayed, you can also put it on to prevent it from fraying more.
Okay. Can I offer a suggestion? Okay. As a parent, one of the biggest fights in our house is whose cord's whose. Literally, that's my cord, you stole my cord, I want my cord back.
I would second this, just so you know.
With that being said, color coding your cords and putting this as this is this child's color, that is that cut, and they can't peel it off because I've Sharpied and then that goes away. But that would be something that as a parent, I realize I'm not in your target market, but I'm the one buying the cords anyway. So maybe looking at that as a secondary way to sell them.
Yeah, just from my opinion on it, as being a parent of 4, definitely branding them in a way so I know as a parent who's is who, so making that easy and making it easy for them. I think I'm a bit of a do-it-yourselfer, so I know that this has been in the market for a while, so I think the biggest thing that you have is most people don't, and if you can make it easy to get and affordable and easy to apply, I think a lot of people would be intimidated by the whole fire thing, right? So when I was looking at your site, I was like, oh, I wonder how many people are going to want to do that. But you made it look really easy. So if you can get that message across and make it really easy and customizable, I think people would be really interested in that. So that's, I would certainly sell that for sure.
One thing that I think would be interesting for your presentation is because your prototype is the plain ones, if you really want to get across what your main piece of your value proposition, which is it being customizable, maybe you guys could put together a graphic of these customized into different patterns and stuff. Include it in your presentation so when you're presenting it to judges, they're seeing this in front of them, but when they see it with the patterns on it on the screen, it really brings it together in their mind, and then that's less explaining that you have to do.
Also showing the video of you heating it so that it does look like it's pretty easy.
Right,
I mean, I think that would be
yeah.
great.
Sure.
And if you had these today in 3 colors, I would have bought it.
So I think maybe what you're hearing from two is like, because we're going to decide, you know, for funding. I think that it's kind of important. I think for the dollars, the investment, if you can test this with not just only students, but if you can come back with the data on testing this with a second, let's call it a second target market of parents or adults. And I think you need to change. It probably 3 is not enough. You might need to do 5 or, you know, however many, but more than just 3. And then share those results. What was your receptivity in purchases with students or young people versus maybe adults?
Yeah.
Going after both is going to be very difficult, just so you know, at the same time. So at final pitch, when you want to move forward, most people would say you're going to pick 1 to start with. Okay, I'm just giving you one advice piece.
Yeah, I think the parents, because you said it right out of the start, right? You recognize your mom was anxious or stressed out about it. I think a lot of those parents are going to be the ones that maybe have a couple extra dollars that see the problem and, you know, I want to fix that. Because I'm tired of finding my cords and yelling at my kids. Yeah. So, very good.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.